Welcome back, everyone, to part two with Yanni, and as a law of attraction coach, life coach, mind expert. And we've been discussing childhood trauma. And one of the things that Yanni mentioned to us was that he encountered childhood trauma because his parents were fighting a lot. And he ended up making choices from anger, sadness, and fear. So one of the things we wanted to talk about here, first of all, how does one recover from that? I think that's important. But before that, we were kind of wondering, in your opinion, when we go through, I know in my own particular case that emotional spiritual abuse can be far more harmful than physical abuse because it's mind games. They're playing mind games with you, right? And so it can be that emotional spiritual abuse can be quite violent in its own way. Yeah. So what, in your opinion, Yanni, how long does it take for someone to recover from something like that?
Depends what road you take or what therapy or what you do. For one, it's admitting first that you want to be empowered to change. Secondly, depends again. The method I teach with the clearing the mind method, it teaches you how to clear the unconscious memory that keeps replaying. So it's all about letting go of what comes up in that moment. Say it's recovery, it deletes the memory, it deletes the data that keeps replaying the subconscious mind, your inner child. So you're healing your inner child. So whenever you experience something or a memory comes up, you clean on the memory. Again, depends what therapy you take. If you use different methods, if you use a system or whatever you use to recover, it can take within this. Yeah, for me, it took me after having therapy and then coming out, doing the method I use within a week, I felt the difference by doing the mantra of I'm sorry, please forgive me, thank you, I love you, which is the Ho'oponopono, which I teach, which means to make right in the mind.
Right.
And it teaches you how to reprogram the mind to live at zero. So you let go of the memory. So you want to let go of thoughts and emotions and the memory replaying. Because we only function by two laws in the mind, the law of memory and the law of inspiration. So after the first week, I was working because I do massage as well. I do Reiki, reflexology. So I'm into the holistic field beforehand, and I was working doing massage. And within a week after doing the mantra, I felt this the light. I felt amazing. I felt so light. I thought, wow, I was going into work, and when as coaches, we want to tell the world about what we do and our therapies and our methods and the passion within. We just want to tell everyone, and it was just the most amazing feeling. After a week of just clearing the mind, just doing the mantra, just deleted the memories that were replaying. So within a week, for me, I felt this amazing shift and difference that my mind was clear. My mind felt lighter. But I still do the mantra because every day you get new experiences, new situations. So again, it just depends on the person and what method they use.
So I'm hoping we'll have time to discuss the types of mindsets that violators have. Let's hold on to that thought that maybe we'll have time to discuss that. But for now, what I'd love to know is if I come to you or any of our podcast viewers come to you, how do you help them? Let's say they have gone through, depression, anxiety, mental health issues, and they've got a lot of negative thinking in their subconscious. How do you? I'm sure it's more complex than trying to share it in a few minutes, but do your best here.
Yeah, if they come if they come through, they want help with anxiety, depression, mental, then I'll teach them the law of attraction. Sorry, the clearing the mind and how to clear the mind and clear the mind of thoughts and emotions and memories that keep replaying. And I'll teach them also some silent meditation because I feel silent meditation is very, very effective and very powerful as well.
Right.
If they want
Excuse me,
development,
excuse me just for a moment. Like, what is clearing the mind? Is that something
Clear,
you've developed, or
yeah, no,
oh,
no, it's a Hawaiian clearing method called Ho'oponopono,
oh, the
which
Ho'oponopono. Okay, all right.
Ho'oponopono,
I'm very familiar with it, but I
yeah,
didn't know that it was called clearing the mind. Okay,
yeah. I just use clearing the mind as another way
okay, all
to kind
right.
of use. Yeah, so Ho'oponopono is the way of how to reprogram the mind or let go of the memories. And once we focus on that, to bring inner calmness to the person, if they want development thereafter within their lives, then if they want to clear their beliefs and habits, then I can focus on that as well, to letting
Mm-hmm.
go of whatever it keeps replaying in their subconscious mind.
Mm-hmm.
And then focus on also development. So if they want to develop their lives thereafter, then we use the law of attraction. Then I teach them how to, again, visualize their goals, how to use affirmations, very powerful again. So I kind of combine everything as a program, or if they just want individual coaching on a specific subject or
Okay.
specific issue, I can
Mm-hmm.
guide them as well.
Mm-hmm.
Also, being a life coach, this helps me because I'm very good at listening and then picking out the right questions to ask them to help them to guide them.
Mm-hmm. So, how much joy do you get out of your job?
Yeah, it's a satisfaction of, I suppose it's giving and receiving. It's giving to people the guidance and then seeing the results, seeing the transformation
Mm-hmm.
within as well, and seeing people change their lives is joyful. Um, Definitely, the it's as long as the person wants to change, because I see a lot of people come and they want quick fixes. But
Yeah,
yeah, it is they
yeah, for
it's
sure.
you
Yeah.
got to do the work, you got to put in the effort as well.
Uh-huh.
But definitely, when you see the results, it's very joyful.
So, tell us about the spiritual side of your work, the spiritual nature of people that needs to transition. Tell us about that, because you talked about meditation. So, how do you feel? What are your thoughts around spiritual
Spirituality,
evolution?
yeah, it's again, it's all about getting in touch with our superconscious mind for me. And because again, I see there's so many things out there, so many people, are filled with so much information. Do this, do this, do this. This is follow this, follow whatever you feel right. But it's all about getting into the soul and feeling your soul, feeling the energy within, and touching base with the emotion of love. And for me, that's spirituality, because once you connect with the emotion of love and the energy of the source, you're connecting with your higher self, the super consciousness, the
Yeah.
divine creator. And then you just live for inspiration. And whatever comes through is using your super conscious mind and connecting with your soul as well.
My dream, Yanni and Raj, is for everyone to feel that love. People go through their whole lives and never feel that connection to source. I was working with a little girl yesterday. I'm a mind kinetics coach, right? And trainer and so on. And when I started working, I've worked with her for maybe 2 years now. And I asked her, what stressor, challenge, or goal she wanted to work on. You know what she said, Yanni? She said, I don't have a heart anymore. My
Okay.
heart has turned to dust. I went, oh my God. So this was, to me, and when I asked her, well, how is it that your heart has turned to dust? And she said, well, because humans have ruined our planet. She's 8 years old. Humans have ruined our
Wow.
planet. We've got floods and we've got hurricanes and we've got nuclear threats of nuclear war, and the food's polluted, and everything's a mess, right? Everything is a mess. And she said, humans have ruined the planet for me, and I don't have, that's why my heart has turned to dust.
Such a young age. That's sad to hear. And again,
Yeah.
it's everything. It's what we see. For me, it's
Yeah.
on a personal level. There's so much. Again, there's so much information out there. It's just we're getting bombarded
Yeah.
with so much negativity
Yeah.
um, everywhere, and it's how
Yeah.
we need to focus on ourselves and focus and take responsibility for our lives and change
Yeah.
and be the ones that are going to change. And this is where the love comes. Because if we give self-love and focus on ourselves, then this is going to reflect back into the universe. So
Absolutely. And so
Hope,
by
hope
the
is
end of the
dying.
session, what's that, Raj?
I'm saying now these days, due to wrong media, wrong information,
Mhm.
hope is dying.
Hope is dying. Yeah. Yeah, definitely. Well,
That is
by the end of the session, she had her heart back. She was all smiling, and we worked it through, gave her some brand new belief systems, anchored them in her subconscious mind, and took her into her superconscious for solutions. And she was a very happy girl. She went off to make energy balls.
there you
I
go.
taught her how to
That's
make energy balls from dates and figs and coconut and walnuts and so on. So anyway, it was kind of cute. So
amazing.
clearly, mindset then is the key to enlightenment, isn't it?
As long as you're aware, definitely.
Ah, as
Yeah,
long as
definitely.
you're
As long as
aware.
you're aware.
Yeah.
Yeah. Again, it's you need to know again that you want to change, and you have to put the effort and do the work. Again, because mindset is easy to, if you have the wrong mindset, then again you're going to go down the negative spiral. If you have the positive mindset, it's all about mind control, but letting go as well at the same time. You know, you want to be aware of what comes into your mind,
Yeah.
but you want to know if this is going to serve me and serve the universe. If no, then I need to know how to get rid of these thoughts and emotions. So it is having the right mindset in a positive way, but being aware of your mindset as well. Um, Definitely.
So you know what, Yanni, and Raj was just talking about how, people are losing hope and so on. And I'm praying that all of these abusers out there, that they wake up, that they find love within their hearts, because it's a whole different lifestyle, a whole different way of being. And then when you have love in your heart, you can help others. If you don't have love in your heart, how can you help others? It's next to impossible. So um, I really welcome everyone who is watching this podcast to think about their childhood and their early adulthood and so on, and who do they need to forgive? What has happened in their lives that you know they need to forgive, including themselves? That's very important, to forgive self, right? And find more and more love within self in order to be a happier, more peaceful person. Yeah. So final comments from either one of you gentlemen on this topic.
Yeah, as you've said, it's all about self-love and taking responsibility for yourself.
Yeah.
And from my personal journey, it all begins with you. And avoid expecting others to change. The only way things are going to change is if you look at yourself and change yourself to see the reflection within
Mhm.
the outer experience as well.
Right on. Raj, how about you? You looks like you want to say something dynamic here.
I'm really curious about hope because
Um,
I have also gone through sometime negative time. So hope, aliveness is very important. Otherwise, we will lose hope for the surviving, why we
yeah.
are alive, why we are
Mhm.
living there. So hope is very strong and important words for everyone life.
Mhm.
Every day we have, if we have hope, so we will go and looking new way, life, our schedule, our work, education, whatever we do, yeah, we are doing. So I'm thinking hope and positiveness, two things are very important for every and each and minute and seconds. Otherwise, we will lose hope for the surviving. Me also, you also, everyone.
Yeah, and I think that's where depression comes in, isn't it, Yanni? Like when we lose hope, we go into that very dark hole. We
Right.
get depressed, and it can take a while to bring ourselves out. It's like living in hell.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, if you have no idea of how to get out of depression, then you
Yeah.
get stuck. Again, it's having the tools, it's having the methods of knowing that there is help out there. You can change, but again, it's admitting to yourself that you are or you
Yeah.
do feel very low. again, admittance is the first point of empowerment. Otherwise, if you're unable to admit and you get into that negative spiral, you're going to stay stuck.
Right on. Well, thank you, Yanni, for joining us here
Thank you as well.
today on Mindful
Pleasure.
Leadership
Thank you.
Beyond Borders. And we invite our podcast viewers to really think about their lives, their whole lives, and what kind of trauma or sadness or depression or anxiety or negative thinking you have, and give Yanni a call. I'm sure he can help you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Pleasure.